Hello, good morning. Let's see the sequence of events which took place from 1857 to 1950. Year and the events 1857 to 58. Revolt of 1857. Revolt at Meerut begins on May 10, 1857. 1858. British India placed under direct government of the Crown. Queen Victoria's proclamation. 1858 to 1862, Lord Canning served as the Viceroy of India. 1861, Indian Councils Act of 1861 was enacted and the Archaeological Survey of India was set up. Indian Civil Services Act was passed and introduction of the penal code took place in 1861. 1862 to 1863, Lord Elgin served as the Viceroy of India. 1864 to 1869, Sir John Lawrence served as the Viceroy. 1865, telegraphic communication with Europe was opened. 1869 to 1872, Lord Mayo served as the Viceroy of India. 1875, visit of the Prince of Wales. This is one of the most important event. And Arya Samaj was founded by Swami Dayananda Saraswati. Swami Dayananda founded the Arya Samaj in 1875. It was one of the socio-religious reform movement. 1877, Lord Lytton held Delhi Darbar at Delhi. 1878, Vernacular Press Act was passed. 1879, Theosophical Society at Adayar in Madras was set up. 1880 to 1884, Lord Ripon served as the Viceroy. 1881, Factory Act 1 was passed. 1883, Indian National Conference was held in Calcutta. 1883 to 1884, Ilbert Bill controversy took place. 1884 to 1888, Lord Dufferin served as the Viceroy. 1885, first session of Indian National Congress took place at Bombay. 1887, Queen Victoria's Jubilee was celebrated. 1888 to 1893, Lord Lansdowne served as the Viceroy. 1892, Indian Council Act of 1892 was passed. 1894 to 1899, Lord Elgin too served as the Viceroy. 1896, Ramakrishna Mission was founded by Swami Vivekananda. 1899 to 1905, Lord Curzon served as the Viceroy. 1905, Partition of Bengal took place. 1905 to 1910, Lord Minto II served as the Viceroy. 1906, Muslim League was formed at Dhaka. 1907, Surat split took place. 1908 Newspapers Act was passed and Tilak Balagangadhar Tilak was convicted of sedition. 1909 Morley Minto reforms and Indian Councils Act was passed. Until now, three Indian Councils Act was passed. One in 1861, in 1892, and another one in 1909. 1910 to 1916, Lord Hardinge II served as the Viceroy. 1911, Delhi Darbar took place. This is the second Delhi Darbar. First Delhi Darbar took place in 1877, which was held by Lord Lytton. Partition of Bengal was annulled. Means partition of Bengal was cancelled. Census of India. First census was taken. First census that is was taken in 1881. This one is the official census 1911. Transfer of capital to Delhi was announced. Before this, the capital of India was Calcutta, and in 1911 the capital was transferred to Delhi. 1914, Gandhi arrives in India. This is the time Gandhi came from South Africa to India. 1916, Lucknow Pact was passed. Foundations of Women's University in at Pune. Home Rule League was formed. Home Rule League. Here comes Annie Besant. 1916 to 1921, Lord Chelmsford served as the Viceroy. 1919, Montague Chelmsford reforms. Two reforms are most important in our history. One is Morley Minto reforms, which took place in 1909, and another one is in Montague Chelmsford reforms, which took place in 1919. And Rowlatt Act was passed. Jallianwala Bagh massacre. This is one of the most important incident in our history, which is Jallianwala Bagh massacre, which took place in 1919. 1920 Khilafat movement and non-cooperation movement. First mass movement which was headed by Gandhiji was this non-cooperation movement, which took place in 1920. 1921, Mopla Rebellion and Wagon Tragedy took place. 1921 to 26, Lord Reading served as the Viceroy. 1921, Harappan excavations was begun by Archaeological Survey of India. Excavations begin at Harappa. In 1922, excavations begins at Mohenjo-daro. And Chauri Chaura incident took place in 1922. Due to this Chauri Chaura incident, the non-cooperation movement was um, stopped, or it has been left by the mass of the people. 1923, Swarajist in Indian councils. Swaraj Party was started and Swarajist entered the Indian councils. 1926 to 31, Lord Irwin served as the Viceroy. In 1927, appointment of Simon Commission. It is a commission of 7 members. This Simon Commission created a big issue in India, as uh, this commission consists of 7 members and all were foreigners. No one from India represented the commission. So 1928, Simon Commission comes to India, and death of Lala Lajpat Rai. Lala Lajpat Rai was injured during the mass movement and he died in 1928. A Nehru report was presented. Who presented the Nehru report? It was not Jawaharlal Nehru, it was his father Motilal Nehru. So Nehru report was presented 1928. 1929. Bhagat Singh and Batukeshwar Dutt drops bomb in the Legislative Assembly. And Congress on December 31, Lahore session. Lahore session was held at in 1921. Mostly the uh, INC sessions will be held at the end of the year. This in 1921, 1929, Lahore session was held at INC session was held at Lahore, hence it was called as Lahore session of Congress. In this session, Purna Swaraj resolution was passed. We want complete independence. That is the motto of this Lahore session. In 1930, Dandi March, Gandhi went on a march. So it was Dandi March was to in and civil disobedience movement was also launched by Gandhi on 1930. 1930 to 31, first round table conference was held. In 1931, Gandhi-Irwin Pact was signed and second round table conference was held. And Gandhi participated in the second round table conference. 1931 to 1936, Lord Wellington served as the Viceroy. In 1932, third roundtable conference was held and communal award was announced and Pune Pact was signed. Three important events took place in 1932. Gandhi did not participate in the third roundtable conference. One important person who participated in all three roundtable conferences, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. 1934, civil disobedient movement was called off. 1935, Government of India Act 1935 by British government was passed. 1936 to 1944, Lord Linlithgow served as the Viceroy. 1937, inauguration of provincial autonomy. Provincial autonomy was um, given and Congress ministers formed in 7 out of 11 provinces. Out of 11 provinces, 7 were occupied by Congress, INC. 1938, Haripura session of Congress. INC held its session at Haripura and it was headed by Subhash Chandra Bose. 1939, Second World War begins. In this session, in 1939, an INC session was held at Haripura, Tripura session and it was also headed by Subhash Chandra Bose. In the session, an misunderstanding or problems occur between Netaji and others of the Congress and Netaji left INC at this session in 1939. 1940, Pakistan resolution was passed by Muslim League at Lahore. 1941, Subhash Chandra Bose escapes from India. 1942, Cripps comes to India with this proposal, Cripps proposal, and Congress rejects Cripps proposal and Quit India resolution was passed. 1944 to 1947, Lord Wavell served as the Viceroy. 1944, Indian National Army reaches Indian soil. 1945, Labour government in Britain. In Britain, the government changes from Republic Party to Labour government. INA surrenders to British. First trial of INA men took place in 1945. 1946, Cabinet's mission plan was announced. 1947 to 48, Lord Mountbatten served as the Viceroy of India. 1947, Mountbatten Plan was proposed on June 3rd. Indian Independence Act of 1947 was passed. Creation of Free India and Pakistan was done in 1947. Jawaharlal Nehru became the first Prime Minister of India, that is independent India. 1948, assassination of Mahatma Gandhi, and Rajagopalachari became the first Indian Governor General after independence. He is the first Indian Governor General, whereas Mountbatten is the first Governor General. 1949, new Constitution of India was adopted and signed on November 26. 1950, India became a republic nation. New constitution came into force and Dr. Rajendra Prasad became the first president of independent India and the planning commission was set up. These are the most important events that took place in our Indian history. In the upcoming videos, I'll detailedly explain about each one of the events. Please like, share and subscribe for more videos. Thank you.